Hi there. So it's about 8:23 on Saturday morning here in Singapore, and that of course means it is parkrun day. And parkrun here is a lot earlier than in the UK. It's 9 o'clock in the UK, it's 7:30 here in Singapore, and it is already absolutely sweltering. It almost feels like you're swimming through the humidity. I did about 5 or 6 minutes onto my time. That's okay. We got round without stopping. Yeah, so just kind of my first update from Singapore, from orientation course, and hopefully I'll do a few, but this is just my first one. And in this one, I just really want to reflect on two things. First was the journey here and how that was, and secondly, just one observation. So the journey here, when I left the UK, I was really grateful that my brother took me to the airport and took me through the baggage area and put on his teacher voice and sorted all of that out, because that kind of sort of thing really stresses me out. And then the plane was running late and that really stressed me out, but we managed to get the connection just in time in Zurich, and then a long flight over, during which I slept most of it. And then getting into Singapore a bit later than planned, the heat is what hit me first, just absolutely overwhelmingly hot. I was not dressed properly for that kind of climate that day. And then we got to the place we're staying, the OMF guest house and headquarters, kind of at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And it was still just really, really hot. And for the first time I used air conditioning. And I am so glad for air conditioning in my bedroom, let me tell you. So far, I think I'm getting used to the heat. I certainly couldn't have thought of doing a run for 3 miles, 5K, when I first got here on Tuesday or Wednesday, but hopefully we've acclimatized a bit. But I'm still not sleeping great, and I'm very tired. I think I'm still a bit jet lagged from the flight over, and that might be for a few more days. But I'm having a really good time, and there's a load of great people and great instructors and great teachers on the orientation course, and so I'm feeling really blessed to have got here. And yeah, my first kind of observation was just something this morning that really struck me, which is kind of for the first time in my life, I was getting an underground on my own, something else which I tend to find stressful, but it was all fine. But for the entire journey to Bishan Park, where I did this park run, changing stations and twice, there was no one else who was white, who I saw on the underground or on the walk over here. Just no one. For the first time in my life, really, there was no one in sight who was Western and white like me. And yeah, it just felt a bit strange, to be honest. And then, of course, at parkrun, there were lots and lots of Western people here who were generally more acclimatized than I was. But yeah, I think that's something I'm going to have to get used to, especially in Japan, where there'll be very, very few foreigners living around. In Japan, and 98.5% of people, the population is homogenous Japanese, and a large portion of that final percentage and a half is Korean and Chinese and East Asian. That's a really good thing. God's good. He made us in his image and likeness, each and every one. And I'm really enjoying kind of the cultural diversity that I'm experiencing here in Singapore. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna slowly walk back to the underground station, get home. The underground is air conditioned, so that's amazing. And then yeah, have a shower and probably have a nap before we have a group outing later this afternoon. God bless, saints.